So you telling me, instead of translating Die Hard as Die Hard, you chose Rumble in the Bronx?
So how the cat
I don't want to see the cats. Batman is not called Batman or the Batmobile in Batman. It's not called that. It's called Batman. Why? Because Batman drives the car.
Many of our viewers thought that it was a great idea to talk to you about some American movies and their translated titles in Spanish.
I don't see this ending well at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I already hurt some of my favorite characters by changing their name, so I don't see this.
Listen, first of all, you ruined our Muñecas Famosa with that freaking ad that you did. Let's start from there. And many people left that comment, so that's why.
They know it was creepy.
No, and two, you might like this translation so much that you're like, you know what? That's how we should have named them in English.
I doubt that part, but go ahead, please.
Okay, first movie, Jaws.
Jaws?
Yeah.
Jaws.
Tiburón.
Tiburón?
Tiburón.
Isn't tiburón shark?
Yes. Es que en español, si tú pones una película que se llame Mandíbula, nobody will go see it.
But the image is of...
It's a shark.
Of Jaws, like the jaw, like the teeth.
Tiburón.
Tiburón, that scary? Shark. Oh.
It is in Spanish. This is the reason why we don't go too deep into the sea because of that movie.
No, because of Jaws. It's the fear you see, because in the poster, it's his entire mouth and the teeth.
Yeah, no.
That
Mandíbula doesn't make any effect here.
Yeah, but shark doesn't make any effect here.
Yes, it does. Tú que sabrás tú. Vamos a ver.
A shark. You talk shark, you see shark, but the thing that you're afraid of the most about a shark is getting bit.
No, anything about the shark is scary.
No, that's me. But no, the teeth is the most scary thing about the shark.
Next movie.
Oh,
you know this movie, Beverly Hills Ninja?
No, come on. Don't mess up my boy Chris Farley now. Come on now. Don't tell me what you named it.
La Salchicha Peleona.
La salchicha?
Sí.
What's salchicha again?
Sausage.
Sausage what?
Peleona. Fighting. The fighting sausage.
The fighting sausage. Beverly Hills Ninja. The fight. Where's the sausage coming in at?
You know, because he was into his meats.
Because he's fat? So why not like the gordo ninja or something like that?
Porque no vamos a ser así tan descarados.
So salchicha es mucho mejor.
Sí.
¿Cómo? How is that better? How does that even make sense?
Just like that.
No, it's not just like that. It's just like that. It's a ninja.
You know what's the problem with the title of that movie, though? Is that it's like...
You don't think what I said?
Espera. No, is that it seems like we like to encourage bullying in school. Because you know how many people got this as a nickname?
Really?
Yes. Anybody that was fat, they will say that.
Please, go to the next one, man. That hurt me. Like this Farley.
So, The Fast and the Furious.
Okay. Don't tell me it's just cars go fast.
No.
Which you almost thought it would be.
A todo gas.
A todo?
Gas. A full speed, a full gas. A todo gas.
Is this someone that's in charge of making the translation of these names? Is it the same person? Or
I don't know. It seems so, though.
Because it's about time you fire somebody right now.
Listen, there was actually, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, any comedy movie, it will be whatever y sus cosas or de cosas. So whatever the title will be, it will be de cosas. Anywho, so it seems like the same person translated back to back is what I'm trying to say. Next movie. Oh, this one is really cool. I laugh so much with this movie. The Pacifier?
Yeah, the Pacifier. That's with Vin Diesel.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we call it Un Canguro.
Un canguro?
Super duro.
What's a canguro?
So un canguro is a kangaroo. But in this context, we also call canguro the nannies. So a nanny is un canguro.
Is it because they wear the...
I don't know where it's coming from. Don't ask me. I have no idea. Un canguro super duro because he's super strong. Super duro. Un canguro, the nanny, the super strong nanny.
Please, go to the next one. This should be a crime. This is horrible. This should be a crime.
Okay, Die Hard.
No.
Sí.
Listen, you can't take my favorite movies and start doing this.
La jungla de cristal.
La Jungla?
Jungla. Jungla is like a jungle.
The glass jungle?
Sí, the crystal jungle.
The crystal jungle.
It's a cool name if you
That
think
is not
about
a
it.
cool name anywhere.
Yes, because you have to survive in
In a jungle.
in the jungle that is made of crystal, which is hard because you can cut yourself anywhere. So, and yet he wins over and over again, and he survives over and
Listen,
over
I know
again.
there's a scene. Don't try to agree with her and use the scene where he steps on glass and cuts his feet. Do not agree with her. I don't want to hear that. That is a horrible name. It doesn't give no excitement. It doesn't give anything. It doesn't like.
Aquí sí, la jungla de cristal. Venga, vamos.
Who wants to go to the jungle?
No, vamos a
Die
verla.
hard, like it's hard to die, like die.
Yeah, but we
hard,
had
like,
another movie that we translated as, because Die Hard is like Duro de Matar.
Yeah.
So we have a movie from back in the days that was already translated like that. I mean, it was with Jackie Chan. You know.
Well, okay, it's Jackie Chan. Okay, I
Sí,
give you a pass.
no.
Wait, what movie did you translate that from Jackie Chan?
I don't know the name in English, so let me find. Rumble in the Bronx.
You chose Die Hard for Rumble in the Bronx, which was a great title by itself, and it gives a location and what's happening in there, and you took that out. Mind you, Die Hard came out before Rumble in the Bronx.
It did? 1988. You're right.
1988. And so you telling me, instead of translating Die Hard as Die Hard, you chose Rumble in the Bronx?
Look how the cats are
I don't
looking
want
at
to see
you.
the cats. Rumble in the Bronx?
The Bronx didn't mean anything to us.
So what? It's the name of the movie.
It has to be a name that call our attention.
It could
Anyway.
be Rumble in New York. You could have anything but that. You don't give Die Hard to someone else besides Die Hard. Go to the next
Okay, this is a comedy, and it's from the guy that was recently the boyfriend of How I Met Your Mother, the Canadian girl.
Robin?
Yeah, the boyfriend, the psychiatrist. The movie is Harold and
Harold
Kumar go
yes.
to White Castle.
Yes, Harold and Kumar. Wait, no. Y'all don't have White Castle here, right? So this is going to be a problem, isn't it? Please.
Dos colgados, muy fumados. So we don't even use real Spanish words. These are abbreviations.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They are.
So colgados come from colgado. Colgado is like hang, okay? Mm-hmm. But in this case, you call colgado somebody that is crazy. Somebody like is like very like risk, not risk taker, but like crazy. Like the people that do balcony. Those people están colgados. Vale. So dos colgados,
Too crazy.
Muy fumados.
Fumados? Like
fumados from fumados. So that means
smoking.
Yeah, but marijuana. Yeah, so dos colgados muy fumados.
I'm afraid to ask what y'all name Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure. Granted, they do get high in this movie, and that's the whole reason they go to White Castle, but still.
Dos colgados muy fumados.
I'll give it a pass.
Okay.
It gets a pass.
Oh, this one is great. The Naked Gun.
Oh, boy.
What is his name? Leslie
Nielsen.
Whatever. Agárralo como puedas. Agárralo.
To grab.
Como puedas.
What I can?
As you can. Grab it as you can.
What does that even mean?
Así, agárralo como puedas.
No, don't tell me así, agárralo como puedas. What does that even mean? How is that even a thing for a movie?
Now, the thing is the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Catch Me If You Can. Mm-hmm. I wonder how we translated that in Spanish. Because
don't ruin that too.
Oh, it's the same. Atrápame si puedes. Boring.
No. That's the right thing to do.
Okay, but this one is agárralo como puedas.
That makes no sense. What grab what I can?
Now, this movie that I still haven't watched, but we have it in our list, Shaun of the Dead.
Yes, I gotta make you watch that movie.
Okay.
Wait, no. Come on, don't. That's a good movie. That is a good zombie movie. Why?
You're gonna like the title, don't worry.
Am I? Okay.
Zombies Party.
Zombie Party? Because of them, I'll roll with that. That's the best one so far. It's not great.
Would you say that it's better than the original one?
It's not better than the original one. It's great, but it's still, not good.
Okay, this one is probably going to drive you mad. Rambo.
Yeah, just
So Rambo is Rambo, aquí también. But the first movie, right, was First Blood. Rambo
yes.
First Blood.
Yes.
We called it Rambo Acorralado.
Acorralado.
Yes.
¿Qué es acorralado?
Acorralado is when you're like, when you can escape, when you're surrounded.
Trapped?
Trapped, I think. Let me
trapped?
see. Corner.
Cornered?
Yeah.
Rambo cornered? It's funny, but it does happen in the movie.
Por eso. Pues por eso.
Still. Yeah, call it Rambo
Acorralado.
Vale.
But listen, all these titles, like you go see the marquees of the movie theater, and we have the Spanish titles. We don't have
The English ones?
The English.
Oh, yeah, horrible,
There's
man.
some movies that they will keep the English title and then in parentheses the Spanish one, but most of them.
But acorralado, am I saying that right?
Sí, acorralado.
Doesn't sound... First blood. It's like, ooh, somebody's bleeding. It gives the men, that hype, like there's going to be blood in this movie.
I'm just going to say that I believe that Americans and Spaniards have different fears.
I can agree to that. But what I'm trying to say, this is not about a fear. This is obviously a man movie. This is is pitched towards men.
Are you trying to say that woman cannot like
I'm not
Rambo?
saying that. I'm not saying that women can not like Rambo. But the reason they're gonna like Rambo is because he got his shirt off. He's all muddy and oil. See how I'm touching myself like that. So that'd be the thing. Like that. Touching. But again, it's like appealing to the men. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be war, and they put blood in the title, so there has to be blood in the movie. So, do you want to go see blood and gore and body parts exploding?
I'm going to break all your dreams with the last movie title. This is the movie Taken that you quote so much in your daily life.
I do not quote this movie a lot in my daily life. I just had an experience that I thought I would be taken when we went to Turkey the first time. I was terribly wrong.
American.
Yes. This is back in my still American days. But continue.
Venganza.
Vengeance?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? That's the winner. That one's better than the first one. That one's better than the first one. Because it tells you that
Taken can be anything.
Yeah. I could have taken... He could have been taking a vacation.
Yes,
for all I
exactly.
know.
O la baja.
Let's slow down, okay? But vengeance, because that movie is all about his vengeance. Like, you ain't gonna take my daughter. Yeah. Okay, that one wins. I'm cool with that.
Now, I have 5 titles of TV shows.
We're doing TV shows as well.
I think we have time.
Okay, go ahead. TV shows.
So, I know you weren't a big fan of this one, but Beverly Hills 90210.
90210?
Yes, whatever 20.
Yes, that's how we call it,
We call it Sensación de Vivir.
Sensation of life?
Yes, of living.
Sensation of living. I never really watched the show.
I know.
So I can't really say much about it, but I can say that I don't care. But it doesn't, because neither way makes sense to me.
I'm going to tell you one that you really care, and that is the Knight Rider.
Listen.
I mentioned this to you before. El Coche Fantástico.
That is a horrible name. Horrible name.
But it's a fantastic car.
It is, it's a fantastic car.
And it has really advanced things for what was the 80s and 90s?
Let me ask you a question. Can somebody consider their Lexus, their Mercedes, their Audis a fantastic car? Yes, they can. But you know what they can't consider?
There's only one fantastic car.
No. They can consider their car a fantastic car. But you know what they can't be? They can't be the Knight Rider.
Exactly. So we make it about the car.
No,
in
you
your show, you make it about the character of Dustin Hudson.
Batman is not called Batman or the Batmobile and Batman. It's not called that. It's called Batman. Why? Because Batman drives the car.
But can I say something? This is maybe because you guys don't have knights in your history. Like, you were discovered whatever in 1492, and then you jump the era of the knights. So you have to make up your knights. We have a lot of knights in our medieval times and Renaissance times. So we can compare. Those were the knights.
Are you trying to use historical accuracy to try to deter Knight Rider?
Yeah.
Let me help you understand something. I'm going to say something. This is going to cross the line for a lot of people. Because just because you put on the armor, all the plaid, the chainmail, doesn't make you a knight, okay? It is the way you choose to live your life.
And David
Hasselhoff, you get that name correct, ma'am.
He was a knight.
He was a knight. He wasn't just a knight. He was a knight that rides, okay?
Yeah, Coche Fantástico. He rides the Coche Fantástico.
And this applies to everything. I don't like because see, for that little historical fact you said, I don't like when people are like, oh, well, you're not this because you weren't born here. Like what my argument I had with the person in Serbia about how, oh yeah, Serbians are tall and this and that's what makes Serbians. I'm like, no, that ain't what make you what you are.
No, it's the way that you live.
I know this is off topic, but because she said it, she struck a nerve with me. The same way how people feel that way about your country, I don't believe that. I believe you are what you are based on how you live your life. As me, like I know I wasn't born in Spain, but I love the lifestyle. Would I call myself a Spaniard? Not yet, because I don't even speak the language fully yet. But when I do, and I'm eating food at 11 p.m. at night, you best believe I'm a damn Spaniard at that point.
When you hold your passport?
When I hold my passport and I'm doing the lifestyle and everything, and I've committed.
Well, the funny thing is that a lot of our viewers say that you're a full Spaniard. Unlike me.
I'm getting there. Go to the next show.
Family Matters.
No, come on. You can't
Urkel.
You can't mess with Urkel, man. Come on, this is classic.
Urkel.
Who?
Urkel.
Oh, you call the show Urkel?
No. The name is Urkel. What do you say?
Urkel.
No, Urkel. Urkel.
I'm sorry, was it made in España?
The name of the show here in Spain is Cosas de Casa.
House and things? What?
Things of house.
Things of
Cosas de Casa.
That's a horrible name.
House things.
House is not about the house.
It's about the things that happen in the house.
No, it's about the family. That should have been an easy hit for you guys. You guys love family stuff. Familia should have been in the name somewhere.
The next one.
Oh my gosh.
When I actually found out what Rugrats meant.
Don't tell me.
I was so excited because rats. So, en español, rug, alfombra, rats, ratas. Entonces, a los pequeñajos, a los que están así gateando, se les llaman rugrats, porque son ratas de alfombra. Me reventó la cabeza ese día. Pero en España le llamamos aventuras en pañales.
¿Aventuras?
Adventures in diapers.
Adventures diapers?
In diapers.
Adventures in diapers. That's a very...
But for me, the word Rugrats, like mark a before and after in my English language learning path. It really did, because I was like, Rugrats. Maybe I'm making a bigger deal.
No, because I'm going to touch on that point in a second.
Okay.
But, the Adventures in Diapers or something like it's called?
Sí, Aventuras en Pañales.
The name is good. The name is good. It's just that for me personally, because I'm going to use the U.S. censorship type of thing, or our rating system, E for everybody or whatnot, that kind of name would mean that it's more of one of those learning programs. Because we use diapers like that.
Diaper them.
Right. But Rugrats in that show had a lot of adult kind of comedy in it as well, as long as with children's stuff. But it had the implications of adult comedy here and there. So you wouldn't name it something like that. That would sound like it's for the babies or whatever.
Yeah. Last one.
But no, touch on your point. What was the point that you said earlier?
The Rugrats, rats of the
English.
Ruts. Yeah.
And to touch on your point about your journey in English, my journey in Spanish, you know what did it for me? My process? That damn song, Dame tu cosita. All this time, and even kids in the U.S. are just singing this song. I had no idea what it meant. And then when I learned what it meant, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with everybody? Who makes a song like this?
You just have to see how the little thing dances to know what it is.
I just thought it's a funny looking alien that they have as the cartoon for Dame tu cosita. And I'm like, okay. But it's playing on TV. All the kids are singing it. Everybody's singing it. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, Dame tu cosita. And then I find out what it is. I'm like,
I think that was a different before and after than Rugrats, and not the same connotation. Last TV show. This one is going to drive you crazy, I think. Orange is the New Black.
Oh man, that damn show.
So we have a saying in Spain that,
of course you do.
When you're hesitant to buy a piece of clothes, always buy the black one, because the black one goes out with everything.
Okay.
So the name of the show is El Naranja Pega con Todo. The orange goes out with everything, or like match with everything. It makes sense.
It's like your wall with a skull. It makes sense.
It makes sense because orange is the new black, because black is like the color to wear, right? Because it's elegant, it's sophisticated, so on. For us, the black matches with everything. So it doesn't matter what else you put, as long as you have black, the black will go fine with everything.
Well, you know,
the orange goes well with everything.
No. No. The orange is the new black is because it's the bad of her life. It's the negative, and everybody's wearing orange. Yeah, I get it that everybody usually wear black because black is the whole thing. But it's the fact that this is a bad part of her life, and it's the negative. The black is the negative.
Okay, well,
No. Listen, horrible. Sorry. Vengeance still wins.
So Vengeance is your favorite.
Vengeance is the only one that I can accept.
I think Tiburon, for me, makes the best one.
Tiburon, no, there's nothing there. It's just shark.
No, Tiburon.
You read the word shark, that's nothing out of the norm. Saying shark is not out of the norm. But talking about the jaws is different.
No.
Yes,
If I'm going to talk about jaws, I'm going to talk about vampires. La mandíbula del vampiro de Transilvania.
Yeah, I can walk out in the middle of the night and still have a 99.9% chance that I won't get bit by a vampire. I can go into the water and know my chances are much lower than that of getting bit by a goddamn shark.
Exactly, so why worry?